why don't you explain what's going on, Aldo?
We're doing O-pump gears and sprocket, fuel system, bunch of upgrades on this car. This car originally, I guess he purchased it and Shelby told him, hey, you know, you want to turbo it, this is a company to use. Sent it out there, but they did a very basic kit, basic parts, nothing special. So he wanted a bunch of power, now brought it to us for us to do all the upgrades. So we're doing O-pump gears, sprocket, fuel system, boost controller, Lund racing tuning and gauge, and pretty much the works of what I consider, you know, a 1,000 horsepower package. So
Okay.
but yeah, that's where we're at. So I already took it apart and actually putting it back together now with the new sprocket and O-pump gears, and that's really it. Not your typical car here at LMR though.
No, GT350.
Yeah, these things are awesome, man. But yeah, man, this thing's gonna be exciting once it gets on the dyno. I'm pretty sure we can put, you know, easily 800-900 horsepower to the wheels with it. So on a stock motor deal, and still be super reliable. These cars are awesome, and they handle that kind of power. So this is kind of what I specialize in, and I love these things, man. They literally turned me from a GM guy to a Ford guy, and obviously I do a lot of LS work here, you know, but or LT work here. And but we got the opportunity to do one of these, and I was pretty excited just to kind of show the guys what they actually do. So
Yeah, I think Steven's slowly turning over too.
he needs to. These things ain't no joke, bro.
I think he's starting to learn that. It's simple upgrades. These things are making massive power.
Yeah, no, they do. They make really good power. They're super efficient. They're super controllable, super drivable. Like the drivability is really nice. It don't matter how much power it makes, it's still a nice car to drive, you know. So stay tuned and watch out for it on the dyno for the dyno video. It should be pretty intense.
Yeah.
And I could guess this one pretty closely. All right. So if we decide to turn it up, we're probably gonna make 1,015. You know,
1,015.
Yeah. Remember that. 1,015.
You want to make a bet on it?
Yeah, I will. I will bet on that one.
If you think you're so accurate, how about 10 off?
No, you gotta give me like 20 off, 25 off.
25.
25 plus or minus.
20. Do 20, huh?
All right, 20 for lunch.
All right.
All
We'll
right,
see.
Bet's done. I'm probably gonna be the one on the dyno with this thing, so I'm gonna make it exactly that.
Well, heck, I'll let you get back to work.
All right, buddy.
Tell me what's where you're at in the process right now.
Waiting for an oil filter so we can start it, make sure the oil pump gears and all of that's where it needs to be, and then I am going to do the fuel system.
Okay. So you got this, got everything back together pretty quick.
Of course, bro.
I mean, you do it all the time, so you know what you're doing.
That's job new.
They do, bye. You mind?
Huh?
Do you mind?
Do I mind what?
I was talking.
Oh. Yeah, so put it all back together. As soon as we get the oil filter, crank it up, make sure that's good, and then boom, start doing the fuel system. Probably have the fuel system done by the end of the day, and then from there, be real close to getting the tuning on it.
Nice.
Yes, sir.
You know what this thing made beforehand, before it got here?
No,
Or
if I had to
supposedly
take,
made?
no, he didn't know either. So if I had to take the wild guess, it was only on like wastegate springs. So if it has like a 5-pound spring and a 6-pound spring, it's probably going to be making like 700. You know, if it's on the 85. If it's a pump gas deal, it'll probably be like 650 range. So, but yeah, I think that's roughly where it was. And so now we're gonna make more. Yeah, fuel rails are in. New injectors are in, regulators mounted, making fuel lines now I've already made the feed lines to the rails. I'm about to make the returns. This 4 innovation system. So what it does, it pretty much has a dual feed into the rail. So it has its own feed to each rail, and then out of the rail into the regulator. It's kind of like what they consider like a parallel style fuel system.
Okay.
So yeah, that's where I'm at now. I am about to make the lines for the regulator, and then from there it's just the simple lines of the return line back into the pumps and stuff. So
Okay.
I usually do that last, and once we get to that point, I'll kind of show you. Once we pull the factory fuel hat out, put the new 4 Innovations hat in there. Actually, I got the hat. Oh, let's turn on the lights. Courtesy of my boy Jimmy, R.I.P. Like, they make these really slick 90s. They're pent. They're really pent. Because you can put them on the side of the rail, screw them up as much as you can, and if you need it to maybe come out a little bit, they have that little adapter so you can screw it and tighten it.
That's nice.
It's legit. I love their stuff.
4 Innovation sees this, give us a bunch of free stuff.
No, they always do, man. They always hook me up.
We'll keep doing it.
Yeah, they always hook me up.
I think someone left their diaper down there.
Boom. Look at that triple pump setup, boy.
Boy! That's nice.
Yeah, so it's a really nice piece, bro. I mean, it's all billet. Like I said, they make all their own stuff. They use the TI automotive fuel pumps, so that's about the only thing they don't make themselves. But
Man.
yeah, it's legit.
Yeah, that's nice stuff. How much was that? Like 40 bucks?
60.
Oh, 60 bucks? Okay, not bad, not bad.
Not bad. But yeah, it's really nice. Really nice connections. You sure? Yeah. Electronic side of it.
Hey, call Kevin for me.
Hop switch.
Or I'll call him.
Power wire. FC3 controller. So this is pretty much like the 3 relay setups for each pump. Boom, boom. A gauge. Boom. And a little thing that's kind of good. But yeah.
Well, you got all kinds of doodads hop on this car.
Yeah. So, pretty close to being done for the most part. I think this is like the final stuff that we need to do to get it completed. So we're wiring up the fuel system. All of it's plumbed and ready to go in the front, tight, everything. And so now we are gonna plumb the boost controller, CD up, like finish up the wiring side of it, just the small connections that I have left. And once I plumb the boost controller, this thing will be ready to roll.
Nice.
Come back here. See, that's a fun group of wires right there. Getting it all done with though. It's looking good. You ready?
I'm ready. Let's see if this baby starts. Got that nice V6. So this is partially what's to blame for why it sounds so weird. No X-pipe. I mean, you can see it's definitely not the normal exhaust. And obviously it's baffled because of the turbos, so that doesn't help. Check it out. I'm a mechanic too. See, I work on cars. Gotta admit, these GT350s are pretty sexy from the front. Alright, so we're gonna go take this thing for a rip.
Yeah. We're going.
Alright. So why don't you explain what we're doing real quick?
We're just gonna get a basic log for Lund third gear pull. Pump gas third gear pull just to get it started. Get some sort of data. See where the boost is on our base setting. Just go from there.
Okay. not bad.
No, 6 pounds of boost. That's on 93 octane. I just want to get a basic tune up for 93. He's never going to run on 93, but in case he gets stuck somewhere and needs to put it in, he can just hit a button, run 93. We'll look that over, make sure it's good, and then we're about to drain all the fuel and put E85 in it. Then turn the boost up.
Yeah.
It's gonna make good power, dude.
Is 6 pounds, is that what? Is that wastegate?
Yeah, that's the lowest setting. And so we got the boost controller, and we'll turn it up and see what it'll make.
All right, so we pretty much got everything dialed in on 93, right?
Yes.
And so now he's going to attach basically a fuel line so we can drain the rest of the 93 out of the car, and then we can pour in some E85 and see what this thing will make on the E.
Corn.
That's right, on the corn. Right now he's rolling the car in the dyno. Getting the ethanol content on before he's gonna make a pull. Holy smokes! Dang, what are you building, man?
What happened?
33,000 pound-feet of torque?
That's not bad. It's a little bit on the low side.
Really? That's crazy,
Jesus,
man.
that clutch said no, sir.
The second that ball
Try
happened.
one more time.
The second that ball happened, I was like, oh man, I smell that. Alright, let's see what you did. Horsepower looks good. Torque is still a little messed up. But, yeah, she made 941 and 14 pounds of boost. It's not bad.
Yeah, that clutch is done.
Yeah, torque didn't read, but think that horsepower is accurate reading?
Yeah, on the initial hit, yeah.
We got some good news for all y'all.
Yeah. So, started easily pouring in the power. Fucking car is making good power. But at this point, we're at the limits of whatever clutch the customer got in there. This car originally was done by someone else, and so now we kind of just went over it. He had a very basic setup on it. We went over it. He wanted to make 1,000 horsepower, and kind of guaranteed him that. And so now we ran into a clutch issue. Not sure what clutch is in there, but time to upgrade. Now we're making some big boy power. 14 pounds with the clutch slip in still made 941 horsepower, so to the wheel, which is super impressive and probably more than he'll ever run on the street, you know. But cool thing about it with the setup, you know, we have a boost controller. It's got 4 different setups in it, and he can go from having 700 horsepower to 950 horsepower, you know. And I can pretty much guarantee you at that power with the good clutch in there, this thing's probably gonna make 1020, 1030.
This thing should make easily over 1,000.
Yeah, for sure. And but man, it'll be a fucking fun ride for sure. So here it is. So now unstrap it, get a good clutch, call the company to get a good clutch coming and get it switched out, and then go from there.
Yeah, honestly, for what just happened, I mean, those are really good numbers.
Yes, sir. Just the benefits of having a Coyote in there. That's all that is. Oh well, it's not a Coyote. It's a Booty.
A what? Boob?
Boob. Yeah.
It's a boob.
It's a Voodoo engine is what they call it. The 5.2.
Yeah. Voodoo.
Flat plane crank deal. So,
That's why it sounds so weird.
yeah, it sounds weird as shit. Probably will sell them on an exhaust system too at this point. That thing sounds terrible.
Yeah.
But here we are. Time to unstrap it, get it torn apart, put a clutch in it.